The MindBuzz, now partnered with MyGrito Industries.
This podcast episode of the MindBuzz is brought to you by House of Chingazos. House of Chingazos is a Latino-owned online store that speaks to Latino culture and Latino experience. I love House of Chingazos because I like t-shirts that fit great and are comfortable to wear. I wear them on the podcast and to the carne asadas. Click the affiliate link in the show description and use promo code TheMindBuzz. That's TheMindBuzz to receive 10% off your entire purchase. The cash saved will go directly to the MindBuzz podcast to help us do what we do best, and that's bringing you more MindBuzz content. Click the link in the show description for more. The MindBuzz is powered by MindBuzz Media. MindBuzz Media is an on-site video and audio podcast production company. Have you ever thought about starting your own video and audio podcast? Or do you have an existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? MindBuzz Media brings a professional podcast studio to you. Visit mindbuzz.org for more.
The MindBuzz Podcast.
Let's do this. Boom. What is up, MindBuzz universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the flagship show of the MyGrito Podcast Network.
I thought you were going to say the shit show.
Not yet.
That's what it sounded like at the beginning.
Oh, it did? No, the flagship
Got it.
show of the MyGrito Podcast Network. If you guys didn't know, the MindBuzz is part of the MyGrito Podcast Network, which has their own podcast now, which is their second episode. You can check it down in the show description, and yours truly helps out with that podcast. It's pretty fun. You should check it out.
That's cool.
It's like the MindBuzz 2.0.
Without me.
Without Amber. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's missing. Well, you're gonna be there the next time we record, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make a day of it.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Of course you are. We don't have a MyGrito weekly today or this week, and today, and Thursday. So what do we have in the MindBuzz weekly? But we do have a MindBuzz weekly. How about that?
Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow you have something going on?
Yes, we do. Wait, yeah. I do. That is correct. In the city of Paramount, we are hosting the first Puro Laughs open mic in the city of Paramount. Can you pull that? There we go. First open mic in the city of Paramount, hosted by Thiccy Ricky Novea. A Puro Laughs open mic, Wednesday, March 6th, Horchateria, Rio Luna, Paramount. 5-minute sets, 1 item minimum, beer, wine, and coffee available. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be fun. Other than that, we have March. Do you have an event going on this weekend?
No, on the 16th I have an event going on, and on the 30th.
Okay, cool. And where can we find all that beautiful stuff that you're going to be doing?
We'll be having 2 pop-ups. One is just kind of, commemorating spring. And the other one's going to be pins and stuff. So we'll have some vintage clothing and pins and records and things like that. So we'll be having that at Horchateria in the city of Paramount as well.
Cool. And since you guys have been asking, Delic Comedy, the first episode is going to be premiering on this channel. Go to MindBuzz Media. If you're watching here already, this is where you can subscribe and get the notification, hit the bell for the Delic Comedy Open Mic Showcase and Live Podcast Episode 1. It is hilarious. It is awesome. It is great. We have comics from all over the Inland Empire, comics from all over Long Beach. Come and bless us with their presence. Guest host, Johnny Gold and Johnny C. and Thiccy Ricky on stage, and he weaseled his way into the
panel,
the guests, yeah, which would fucker. But anyways, it's a great show. Anything else before we get into tonight's episode? This is gonna be. I'm excited too. I'm very excited.
Less of us, more of them.
Less of us, more of them is what you say. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. I give you Haydel Brüder.
Hello. Perfect.
Perfect?
Perfect pronunciation.
Is that how I get? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I mean, there was maybe a role that could have been in
Teach us.
Okay, yeah, show us.
So if you were going to pronounce it, it'd be Haydel Brüder.
Oh,
depending on the spelling, people say Haydel as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haydel Brüder.
Right. Like so many good things.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
So Haydel Brüder, I mean, that's Haydel. That's my brother here. He's the drummer.
Nice.
Haydel and then Brüder is just brothers.
Mm.
Brüder exactly is brother. Brüder is plural, so brothers more than one. Right, on the U.
Mm. Yeah. And what is Haydel? What is that?
That's just his name.
Just the name.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. And so before we get into how you guys formed, let's introduce. You want to do the introduction of the band and what you guys play?
Right. So, like I said, we're Haydel Brüder. I'm Brute, the lead singer, the drummer here.
My name is Haydel.
Right. And then back here in the black knapsack is Ragen. He's our guitarist. Then we have a second guitarist, Cadaver. And then we have our newest member, our bassist, Gottheit.
All right. Well, welcome into the MindBuzz studio, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it. So, tell me about how you guys got started. You guys just finished a residency in the city of Pomona, right? So, go ahead and tell me about how you guys got started as a band. I'm excited to hear this.
Right. So in 2018, we had this idea to make a band. We didn't really have an idea of where to go with it. We had inspirations from different musicians like Rammstein and Ghost and David Bowie, Lou Reed, that whole sort of spectrum, and Ozzy Osbourne, Typo Negative. And we just sort of like made it, manifested it. And I don't know if you could tell, if you're a fan of ours and have seen our work before, we don't have a lot of the same members. All three of these guys behind me and next to me are new.
Really?
We've had, I think, 5 members before this?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you guys been a band?
Well, technically since 2018, since
2018?
the thought idea,
Okay.
since the thought popped up. But our first performance was in 2021.
At the Whiskey A Go-Go in
Okay.
LA.
Right.
It's a nice venue.
Right, and we had a good turnout. I don't know if people came for us, but they were fucking there and they stayed there. So
It wasn't the best performance out of ours. It was our first one ever. And so
Yeah.
there was a lot of mistakes in there, but we pulled through.
right.
And if you guys are listening to this on audio, go watch it on YouTube, please. If you're listening to it, but if you're watching it, keep watching.
They look really cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm like half scared, half impressed.
Oh,
Amber was pretty scared when on the drive over here. Like I said, we were getting ready, coming back from
I'm just
our
a weenie. I'm a weenie.
where we were at.
I don't like to go to like Not Scary Farm or any of those.
Right. Well, we don't either. Actually, it's funny. We were outside, parked out front, and the neighbors across the street. I mean, somebody pulled into the house in front of us, and they obviously gave us an eye. And then some guy went to go check out his RV this late at night, and of course he wasn't fucking doing that. He was looking at us because we masked and shit like that.
I'd be mortified if I seen you guys through my window. Though.
I believe it.
But it's awesome.
Thank you.
So you guys manifested it in 2018. First started playing 2021, and then have had rotating members from then until now.
Right. We had a God. Who did we start with? It was you and I. We did Pomona's Open Loud, which is just the open mic outside during COVID.
That's Pomona loud.
Right. What did I say?
Open loud.
Fuck. Okay. And then we got a bassist. His name was Zella. He was our longest member. And then we had somebody named Raleigh, who was a great guitarist, but he fell flat. He did a no-call. What was it called? A fucking no-show at an event. So of course we had to drop him and his brother. And then we had somebody who volunteered to be auditioned to be a guitarist. She didn't know how to play guitar, so of course she didn't make the cut. Who else was there?
Oh man, we've had who played with us at the Whiskey?
Oh, that's right. So we had somebody named Gunta and then Rocco, who were great guitarists, and they played with us at the Whiskey Go-Go, but Rocco felt like he needed to split. It wasn't really his thing. And then Gunta, we had to let him go as well. He was a great guitarist. He just wasn't a good fit. And then we just recently lost our former bassist, Sela, rest in peace. He's not dead, but he's just not around.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the masks. So tell me about that. Are these like you guys make them? Like yours seems like you handmade yours, right?
Sort of. I mean, if you've ever seen the movie The Purge,
okay.
So like those white people masks. I mean, I just made it more white and put some horns on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I
Thank
like
you.
it.
Appreciate that.
I like it.
All of us had a different sort of method of getting around masks and ideas behind it. I mean, like, I don't remember what was the inspiration behind yours if you had one.
Probably the Bauta mask, classical Venetian
Oh,
carnival mask. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Worn by like aristocrats and people who didn't want to be seen with prostitutes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to get one of those.
If you notice, you can still drink.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So
that makes a lot of
goblet's fit
sense.
perfect. Yeah.
All right. And you said that he had a knapsack, or
Is he still wearing it?
He's in a knapsack.
yeah,
Hope he's still wearing it.
yeah. Of course he is. So tell me about yours.
Well, initially I had a different mask, but this one I made myself, and it was kind of like, I guess, executioner mask, Zodiac inspired.
I like that.
Which is why I have like the glasses too.
So did the members before these guys, did they wear the same? Was it the same mask, or
everyone who joins the band has their own
thing? Oh, okay.
And if they can't make it up themselves, then of course I will give them a mask.
Whoa.
But,
That's cool.
Everyone
Yeah.
a little personality.
right.
And what about yours back there?
Yeah, so mine is just like a skull mask. Like,
I'm sorry. What was your name again?
oh, my name is Cadaver.
Cadaver. I'm probably gonna ask you again. Cadaver. I'll remember that though for right now. Cadaver. I like it. It's cool. And then yours, Haydel?
I don't know if you can notice, but our logo here resembles my mask. If you can see that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Okay.
Like almost like a star.
So it's a typical skull mask, and do a little cut
I like
here.
that.
Get a nice little shape, paint a little bit.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. I see that.
Yeah,
Right. Those are for
Nice.
you, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know if
thank
know
you.
that.
keep those.
Heck yeah, dude. Got some pins.
Right. So that was our latest album. We just didn't just released. Fucking.
Can you give me this?
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's called the Anti-Sun. Some.
Whoa.
Some.
This is
pompous
really
artists
awesome.
Downtown did it for us.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what would you guys describe? Because we see your look, we see, kind of the instruments that you guys play. But how would you guys describe your music to someone that maybe doesn't know, like, some of the people that you guys mentioned earlier, or like in what? I don't even want to say what genre would you guys fall into, because I don't want to put you guys in any of that. But how would you describe your music to someone?
Well, we first coined the term copper rock because we felt like we were too sort of malleable and cheap to be like solid metal. So I think of like
Copper
typical,
rock.
yeah. So copper is a very malleable metal. It could be made into a lot of different things. So we genre bend often. So it's not just metal; it's rock and roll. It's got some folk, some ambiance, some shoegaze almost. Metalcore we've been dabbling in a bit more, especially with the newest member, Cadaver here. He's been really shredding it, so like he's really been putting us in a different direction, more technical.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And Cadaver, you play guitar.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Were you playing in a band before?
No, this is
Did we talk about that? Did we talk about
Sure, yeah.
the
of
bands
course, yeah, if
before?
you want, yeah.
Okay. How long have you been playing guitar, buddy?
for like 8 years plus now.
It's a long time to be playing
You
guitar.
can't call someone with a cadaver, buddy.
Sorry. Sorry. How long have you been?
You're like, hey, little man.
Hey, bro. Hey, guy. Senor. Okay, cadaver. My bad. Sorry. Jesus Christ.
How do you talk to trick-or-treaters often?
I don't, right? Right? I don't know. Here's candy, dude.
Right.
That's it. 8 years shredding on guitar, taking you guys in a different direction, more technical.
Sure.
By technical, what do you mean technical?
Well, hey, Haydel, would you be able to explain that?
I guess if you guys have ever heard of like metalcore,
Okay.
just any kind of metal, just more technical as in the guitar work, even the drums, just more. I would like to say more going on. So more layering, more tablature, quicker, just everything, just more. More of
Gotcha.
everything. Yeah.
And have you guys, since the rotating members and starting, from 2018, you've seen a kind of like evolution from, starting the band, getting the different members, and
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? So you've felt that
Oh yeah.
change?
Yeah, because at first it was just me and him, and obviously since 2018 we've discovered a lot of bands as well, and so that they have obviously influenced us a lot. And then plus getting everybody else, everyone can put in their 2 cents, so it's not just coming from two brains here. We have everyone else. So there's been a huge change from 2018 to now.
Wow.
And hopefully in the future as well.
So from that time on, what have you noticed? What was the biggest change that you've seen? Of course, the sound of music because of the different musicians. Anything else that you noticed that changed just a little bit?
Well, probably performing.
Yeah.
I mean, we've definitely gotten a lot tighter. With the past members, things were okay. Things weren't perfect, but with this group, things seem a little more where they're supposed to be.
It's very tight. This group, this ensemble we have right now is like the tightest we've ever been.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very tight 25 to 30. Hardly any flubs, and if there is a flub, it's usually on my end. So like, it's tight. It's tight.
Man, dude.
You haven't seen us yet.
No, not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet.
And I'm surprised because I'm sure you guys are Pomona locals,
Right.
right? I mean, of course we're not in Pomona now, but I mean DBA, we had the residency that lasted all month. Missed out.
Yeah, I missed out, dude.
Yeah.
I missed out. Hopefully you guys get another one soon.
Right. Well, in DBA probably not anytime soon. We have 2 gigs this coming month though.
Oh,
This
okay.
month,
really?
I'm sorry. Yeah. So the 9th we have a show in
Riverside.
in Riverside.
And then the 29th, we have a show at the Doll Hut in Fullerton.
Right.
Oh, I love the Doll Hut.
Well, even there. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it'll be our first time.
the beer, the tap beer one. I feel like there's two.
Or no.
There's 2 Doll Huts. Can you look that up, Amber?
Sure.
I feel like there's 2. And the bartender looked at me crazy when I said, "Is there like another one?" I feel like there's another one. There's one in Anaheim and Fullerton.
Okay, so they told us Fullerton, but the gig is in Anaheim.
Is it this one, right?
Well, how does the inside look? Is there a bunch of stickers on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
then
one.
probably that one.
That's the Anaheim one.
Yeah, that's the one we're at then.
Have you been there before?
No, I haven't.
It
been
is such a cool venue.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot.
borderline. That's why they say one and then the other.
Hey, wait, say that again.
Because you guys are saying that one, they said Anaheim, but then they said Fullerton. And I think Anaheim and Fullerton are like borderline.
Oh yeah, they're
they are,
borderline.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
that's
probably
it,
the
right?
same one.
there. Yeah. Got it. Yeah,
It's such a great venue. What day is that?
That's the 29th.
Yeah.
Oh hell
This
yeah,
month.
dude!
Oh, I wanna
Yeah.
go.
Hell yeah, we
you
gotta
should
go.
Absolutely.
That would be fun.
Yeah, we're on at 8:30.
Okay.
We're playing with a bunch of other great bands. One we always play with is Devil's Kettle. Very tight young metal group. Very cool. Very cool. Always willing to support us. So yeah, they're gonna be there.
Which is always nice.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys like is there more to your performance than just like kind of playing the instruments? Do you guys do anything like moving around or like not moving around obviously, right? But like anything theatrical or anything like that or no? Just
Well,
going up there and playing.
we're hoping to expand more on that by this upcoming year. Just instead of obviously the masks are pretty crazy by themselves.
Yeah.
But we want to add more, kind of to stand out more from the crowd.
Mm.
Maybe buy some extra lights or like a giant fog machine or something crazy, something to really.
I could hold
captivate
like
people.
a fire torch or something.
Yeah,
You guys
that would be
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, we'd love that.
I always want to do the dangerous stuff.
Yeah. The tiki sword.
Yeah. I'd be a good element.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could wear a mask.
Sure. A black cloaks and a couple of torches.
There
Get
you
her.
go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We'll come out from the back so no one really like is expecting it, and
Sure.
then we come to the
What
front.
would your mask look like, Amber? If you would have to say they say okay, sure, but you got to wear a mask. It's a long shot,
I
like,
want
but
like
they
a-
say yes.
like a creepy doll one?
Okay.
Like those white with like
Mm,
dark
okay.
eye and kind of like the broken, like
Yeah.
a porcelain doll.
Right.
There we go.
I like it.
That'd be
See,
cool.
I already thought about it.
All right. Cool.
That was good.
You just gotta audition.
Okay, got
Tough
it, guys.
process.
It's a tough process.
Oh, yeah.
I could just bring the fire. That's all I could bring.
Okay.
I don't play an instrument.
So if something catches fire, we'll just blame.
Got it.
There we
Just
go.
blame
See,
me.
there you go.
I have insurance.
Got it.
She could be
Probably don't. No.
she could be liable for everything. So that's fine. The doll hut, dude. That's a really cool venue.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. First, I was there like about a week ago. It was awesome, dude.
Okay.
It was a really cool vibe there.
Right. Who'd
I
you
like
see?
it. I went to a open mic there, a comedy open mic. There was a open mic at the beginning for like about an hour and a half, and then there was a comedy show
Right.
at the end of that. It was really cool.
Was it Darby Cash there?
No, Darby wasn't there. It was on Wednesdays, and usually Darby Cash, he hosts his own Feed That Funny open mic in
Okay.
the city of Claremont.
Okay. I asked
Yeah.
because he did one of our live sets at DBA. One of the first time we played
No, it wasn't the.
at DBA.
You know, it might have been.
It might have been the first time we played at DBA. He filmed our first set. And
Oh,
he,
yeah, that's
he put it
right.
on YouTube. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys have something on YouTube?
Oh, yeah, tons of things. We have music videos. We have live performances. We have that whiskey performance. Of course, it's very novice of us to keep it up there.
Yeah, it's not the best,
Right.
but it's up there.
But it's you, right? It's
It is.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's
It is.
you, and you learn from it, and it's
Right.
you know. Oh,
Yeah.
this one's cool.
Yeah, that's so. We did a cover of a song from a band, an Orange County band called Lava Love. It's a female indie group, and we were introduced to them by, of course, our bassist at the time, Xella. And I love the song very much. It's called Luck and Love. Very good song.
Can we play a little bit? of it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's very cheesy, but I think that was the best.
No, I like it. And you said this is it's a cover?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they have a music video on there too. If you want to see it in comparison, this is very much darker satire to it. That's my crochet dildo.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Oh, you should have.
That's nice.
I should have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have worn it.
I know. It's usually uncomfortable on pants.
Wow.
Yeah, that amongst other videos, we have the Haydel Brüder music video. We have Helden, another cover by David Bowie, which is the German version of Heroes, and tons of other things like performance-wise, things like that. That's the one the Darby shot right there.
This one.
Darby is an amazing videographer and an even funnier comic.
No, he is hilarious. He's quite the character.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's just everything ties together.
Yeah.
You're not just performing it as your human self. You know, you're adding an element on there, which is awesome.
Right. I think that tends to stick out with most bills we're on.
It's memorable, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, speaking of memorable, one of the people I saw at the Dole Hut, not in person, and also on your podcast was Sugar Mill Slim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, that was definitely an inspiration to get on this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sugar Mill was great. He's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
great
he's
harmonica player.
They're awesome. I think they're gonna be going on tour too. Amber,
yeah. I think
did you
it's
see
really
that?
great, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be going on tour.
Right.
I think
in like Europe.
to Europe.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Like
it's really
everybody's. Man, I just love talking to musicians because it's just seeing them grow
Right.
in their arts and doing, tons of great stuff.
Right. Right.
You know.
That's really cool.
Our friends, the McCharmleys, are doing a tour of the U.S. with their surfer jets.
Mhm.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff,
Very
man.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Do you guys ever get do you ever get any like bad feedback or somebody maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking like on the religious aspect of things or anything like that? Have you guys ever had someone kind of tell you guys anything or no? Not yet.
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think we have a big enough following for people that say.
And you're not walking
Not yet.
around right on a
Yeah.
daily basis, so okay.
Right, yeah. So we haven't heard anything negative yet, but I guess we're still waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for that.
Right. And we're in California, to be honest. It's not like typical to get like a religious backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're usually around people who are pretty against, religion in general. I think as a band, you have your own personal aspect after the show, and I'm sure that can kind of cause a conflict with people, creative differences. But I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Typical artist to artist chat.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
good.
So are most of your songs in German?
I would say a lot of them are. I
Yeah?
can't say most. I couldn't recall. But yeah.
But like the lyrics and singing?
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Deutsch ist meine zweite Sprache. Ich habe seit 2016 selbst gelernt. Of course, I'm not from Germany, so that's why my Deutsch is so schlecht. So
Let's just do the whole interview in
In
German.
yeah, and you can retaliate in Spanish.
Well, I can. Amber can.
I can.
You can't speak Spanish?
No.
Okay, well, I'm learning, so.
Are you really?
He
Yeah.
just looks like he could speak Spanish.
I just
He
look
can't.
like
Yo
it.
estudio español.
Ah,
Mm,
ya ves?
there we go. A ver.
Dang, trilingual.
Trilingual.
You can barely speak one, Gil.
I know. My English isn't really good either. That's terrible.
But I think Cadaver speaks Spanish.
Just a wee bit.
Okay.
He's like, don't throw me under the bus.
I know, right? Oh man. German, very, very heavily German inspired
Sure.
lyrics. The art on here is just your guys' whole aesthetic is just, it's amazing. All the way down to the album covers, you guys on stage. Like, how important is that to you?
Which part?
All of it. Like how being what I have been getting to notice with musicians and just, do I say branding, right? If it is branding, like how important is that? Like just the art in general. I mean, come on, you can have just got somebody to just do a digital art for an album. Let's
Right.
talk about the album first
Sure.
and the art on the album. You guys could have just got somebody to
Right.
do a digital album.
Right.
Like, did you know that you guys wanted to do something, spectacular? This is really good. This is really good art.
Oh,
man.
cool. Thank you. So, of course, I can't take credit for it, but the person who did it, of course, knew the type of vibe he wanted to give off, and despite his pretentious attitude, he made it fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, it's just knowing what we wanted to present
Yeah.
while being subliminal and also very heavy was I guess the vibe we were trying to go for.
Yeah.
Because I
this
mean,
is-
nothing when you look at it, nothing really looks comfortable or makes sense.
No.
No.
But it ties in. It doesn't make sense.
Right. And of course, it's a subliminal, not a subliminal. It's the subject matter is very narrative driven.
Every time I look at this, I'm finding something different.
Well, good.
in
It's
it.
yours. You can keep it. And you can look at it every day.
I'm just I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Wasting time on it with you guys. But no, this is magnificent, dude.
Thank you.
But I all the way down to this. What I guess what I'm trying to say is, there's a lot of thought that goes into being a musician, is what I'm saying, and especially having 5 members in a group, and you guys are all talking to. You know, I do this because you guys. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just blows my mind.
Well, there's a lot that gets involved in this,
Right.
obviously, and I think what your question was to begin with was like, how important.
Yeah.
How important is it? And obviously, it shows that it is important to us because of how much we put into it. So, of course, it's not just masks. Performance is very powerful. Everything we have and leave behind us has to be memorable. So, I mean, the narratives within the songs that they come on the album, the merchandise, the look, the performance, how we interact with people. I think it's very important because, I mean, how else do you remember a musician unless he has all those things?
Yeah.
He or she.
And especially like on the musical aspect, when you guys are on stage, like you guys are all in sync, performing. Like people don't really get that. People in the audience, they see bands performing, but a lot goes into that, especially when there's 5 members, let alone 1 or 3.
Right.
There's 5 of you guys.
They're getting the end result, so I guess they don't really take in consideration unless they're musicians themselves.
Right.
I guess that is a weird way to put it. I guess I never really looked at it like that.
Yeah. I mean, 8 years of guitar that Cadaver has been playing. And you, I'm sorry, I forgot your name again.
Would you like to?
Sure, it's Ragan.
Ragan, okay. Ragan. So, how long so what do you play for the band?
I also play guitar.
You play so you have 2 guitars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How long have you been playing guitar
I've been
for?
playing guitar for about 6, almost 7 years.
There we go, another 6 years.
Yeah.
And then you play
Bass.
bass guitar. How long have you been playing bass for?
5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say years.
Are you serious? 5 or 6? Really?
Wait,
Okay.
months?
It's pretty good.
Really?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And you're already performing in a band? Okay.
Did you play something before? No.
Xylophone.
You just picked it up.
Yeah. He's got to be one of our most unique members in that sort of way.
Okay.
Wow.
He picked. I mean, like unlike the person who auditioned to be the guitarist and couldn't play guitar, 5 months under his belt, he's already killing it on that shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dang.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See, that proves my theory.
What's your theory?
Oh, I don't have like a theory, but because we get a lot of musicians on the podcast, and all the time, musicians are always like, "Oh yeah, like I play guitar. It's easy. Anyone can do it." Things like that. And I feel that, like, I'm not saying that you're predestined, but you're kind of predestined. Like it comes with you. It's who you are. Like a musician, Like I can't just grab a bass and play in a band in 6 months. Like it's not within me, and I feel like musicians or painters or artists, anything, like we're already predestined to do that. Like it's a given talent that you're born with already. And I think musicians, that's what you guys have. It's a given talent.
If you look at any great artist, it's never a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, the early exposure.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
anything, cultured parents, taking you to museums.
Yeah.
It's important, right?
I agree.
Comes out in the adult life much later.
So I still have some hope. I'm just kidding. maybe 5-6 months.
Yeah.
But that's insane. That's cool. Very awesome.
Right.
That is pretty wild. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not a musician. Like I said, I've never picked up anything.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just very committed. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I play
right.
a lot.
I think
in
you
those
are a
few
musician.
months, yeah.
I think if the right ingredients to be something successful, you have to be like what did you just say right now? You you have to be obsessed just a little bit with
The commitment. Yeah.
the commitment. You got to be committed to
practice and the work you put in.
right. You have to be committed to whatever you choose to do.
Do you pick up things quickly though? Are there other things that you've learned?
It's just common sense to me. If you put in the time, it'll come out. You'll be better the next week. Months, years, it'll show.
Yeah, taking inventory of where you're finding mistakes. What you're doing wrong, and then correcting those, and keep going on and on to that. But I think that can be taken into anything, right? Performing.
Right.
To be honest with you, there's no excuse for musicians or any artist. YouTube, you Google, there's always something to
now, right?
You can always find, if you're on the subway, you can look up, a biography on Beethoven or something and figure out how you can relate to someone like that.
Right. We all do that pretty
listen
often.
to music. Look at paintings and stuff, and you can always surround yourself with art. There's no excuse.
Exactly. You can.
But like I said, the commitment.
Yeah.
Are you really an artist? What kind of things do you do?
Yeah. What does an artist do, right? Think about what an artist does, and then just do those things and give your own twist on it.
Breathe it.
Exactly.
There's no separation between the personal life and the art. It's all together.
Got to be obsessed with it just a little bit.
Right. It's part of your life. I mean, usually that's the whole definition of the starving artist. I mean, they have no other way of doing it.
That's true. Wow.
And when you're with great people like this too, it's hard not to be committed. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Surrounding yourself.
I learned more.
Right.
Than I ever have in any other group or like school or family. This is, as far as I'm concerned, my family. So
yeah,
that's why, like I said, the 5 months to me flew by like that, because it was just we were doing shows all the time, rehearsing a lot. So it's just like I picked it up because I had to be honest.
Out of necessity.
Yeah.
Probably not even just necessity. I mean, like the encouragement to be around it.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to do it. Like I was really proud to.
Did you know them before you started? Like was this a goal of yours to join this band, or it was just kind of fell in your lap?
Nope. Like I said, I'm not a musician. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I did paintings as a kid, but really nothing music. Yeah. Is there
anything in painting that you can compare to being a musician?
I'm not a painter either. No? As a kid, like I'm trying to figure out like my experiences, what maybe led me to this point. I don't know. Maybe later I'll find out. But right now I can't really answer that.
Okay.
That's interesting. That's cool.
The real deal, dude.
Here's a little cat. Oh yeah.
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 What's your guys' dynamic with each other?
I think things flow pretty well.
Yeah.
I would like to say that we're all pretty comfortable with each other. We usually get along. Haven't had any arguments.
Well, you and I have.
We're brothers, but
right.
Everyone else, we show up for rehearsal. We rehearse. Everything goes smoothly, and get ready for shows. Things go smoothly. So I think our dynamic is pretty solid, in my opinion.
It's good because I think it's a good point that we can depend on each other. We don't have to worry about whether or not we're going to come to rehearsal. Like it's a given that's going to happen. It's a given we're going to make the show. It's a given we're going to have a good performance. Like there's no doubts about it. Yeah.
I like how Haydel, you play percussion, right?
Yeah.
That is so cool because like it. So is it you two kind of like who's writing the music? Is it all together? Is it you two? Like how does that work?
Well, I mean, we since the beginning we were writing the music. I think as of recently, because we're working on something new, Haydel has been really driving it home himself. Not only by himself, but he's really been, cranking out the tunes, and they're fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
he's got more of a drive in this one. Not to say he didn't have motivation before, but he's got more of the initiative to head this one on in comparison to the last ones, and it's really gonna fucking kill. So I guess to answer the question, we both do, but as of right now, Hayden has been the main one.
How is metal music written? Like that's because there's a lot going on in a song. Like how does that happen? Tell me, do you have a process of this? By the way, is this the first metal band we've had on the podcast?
Yeah.
I think so. We've had a psychobilly band. We've had a punk band, post-punk DJs, but I don't think
First
ever.
masked one too.
First masked
Metal
one
is
too.
post-punk.
Yeah.
True.
technically.
Yeah.
It's on the genre of
It came after punk.
man. It's just there's a lot to unravel on that subject. I'm still confused on what post-punk is.
People say there's rules, no rules. There are rules to metal and punk. I mean, obviously, when you hear something, it makes you say that's punk or metal, right?
Right.
So obviously, there are some elements that are kind of
course.
pretty much consistent with the genre.
All types of gatekeeping along that.
Well, that's the thing.
Say what
At the end of
punk
the day,
is and what metal
genres
is.
are arbitrary, right? And they're useless because usually the bands that create those, so to speak, movements or genres, they don't abide by those rules. They started. They made the rules. So
they made them.
Everyone
right?
else is a follower at that point. After that point.
Yeah. That's
Sorry, you were on a roll.
well. That was a good path though. Yeah. How's your guys' music? Like, what's the process in making, something like that?
A lot of it kind of just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I will riff off on a guitar. I kind of play a little bit of guitar as well.
Right.
I'll fiddle around with something, and if something comes to me that I like, then I'll record it, and then possibly try to build up from there. And if I get stuck, I'll probably sit for a few days and think about it. Or now, since I have some talented musicians in the band, I can refer to one of them. Like, hey, what do you think? Like,
Right.
What will fit this part good in your opinion? And they'll put their 2 cents in, and then from there, it kind of just like a snowball effect, really.
Besides drums, do you play any other instrument?
I play a little bit of guitar and bass and a bit of piano.
Oh,
So,
okay. That always helps.
Yeah, no, it
Piano
does.
always helps, dude.
It does. With keys.
Because if you have a melody in your head, you can just play a little riff on the keys, move octaves if you need to, and then just
there you go. That's it.
yeah, tell your bassist or tell the guitar, just do something like this, and then from there, snowballs, right?
Sure, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's so cool because, I mean, you're percussion, and then do you also like write the lyrics of the music, or?
He does all the lyrics.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's one thing I do solely is lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Right. You'll even add either an idea or your own harmony.
Yeah.
But that's after the lyrics are already written.
Piano really helps with that too.
Right,
Finding a harmony.
Yeah.
Find it and then record it, and then there you go. There's your harmony right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Right. And vocals have been kind of hard because we first started, I was doing a vocal fry. And since I don't really know how to do it, it just fucked up my throat a whole lot more. So now lately I've been just singing. So that might be the route we're going in for the next one is just
What's
playing out.
vocal fry?
God, I wouldn't even know how to explain it since I'm so bad at it. It's like, have you ever cleared your throat?
Uh-huh.
Okay, like imagine that sound, but like continuously
Okay, got it.
in a scream.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Good way to describe it, I think.
Right.
No, that's a good way. I got a mental image.
So is that this album? Is most of
More
of that?
vocal fry, if not entirely.
And what was the cover called?
What's the album called?
Yeah, no, the cover on that.
Oh, Luck
I'm
and
sorry,
Love.
I'm
That's
joing.
okay. That's okay.
I'm jumping.
The cover was called Luck and Love.
Luck and Love.
Yeah. Which isn't on that one, but it was a single that came out.
I like the cover.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Yeah. So so for the new project that you guys are working on, is it more singing like that, or
In a way.
Yeah,
In a
in a way. Yeah.
Want a lot more melodic parts in this new album.
Mhm.
Like heavy.
this
melodic.
video is really cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah. Before, I think a few weeks ago, I watched I watched a lot of it
Mhm.
before on that. So
What else is on there?
scroll down. There's your performance.
There's you guys right now.
There you guys right
That was
now.
our first music video. We were in a garage.
Our very first one ever.
Those are feet.
Who directed this? Who directed this? Quentin Tarantino.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Gotta throw that in there.
Uncle Quentin.
Uncle Quentin.
It just looks so cool.
Yeah. This is everything. Everything looks amazing.
Thank you.
What is that one? Go to the living room sessions.
Right. So that we did a collaboration with the Last Magna. They do his name is Julian. He does a lot of living room sessions, and he worked with It's Butter and World War, and he let us do the show just before he ended it, basically.
Oh, it's literally living room
Right.
sessions.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It tastes the vocal fry.
Oh, okay, here.
Right.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, you guys used that one. You tagged it in the story today.
Oh yeah.
That was it?
I fucking hate that recording. It sounds like dog shit. When you played it, I was like, hey, did you hear this shit or what?
That was the first song we ever recorded, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Definitely progressed.
Was there more on IG?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, is there more? Because I tagged that song, right? Is there more
Oh,
songs?
yeah. That whole album, that one was on. I mean, yeah, tons
So
of
the one that you didn't like, I chose.
Yep. It's all right, though. People do that
Of course.
often. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it pops up, I think.
It's the first one up there.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
so.
why I
Yeah.
chose
Yeah.
it. Yeah. We're at a little girl's birthday party. I didn't want to like blast it. So I was just, I played a little bit in my ear. And then I chose it. I was like, this one sounds okay. I hope they like it. But they didn't.
What's your guys' goal as a band? Like where do you want your band to go? What are like goals that you're trying to hit? Or are you just solely doing it for the music?
Well, we are doing it for the music, but we kind of just want to reach out to people and kind of help people with our music. I think nothing is better than having someone put on your music to feel better or to get something out of it, to learn
feel.
something, maybe possibly even be inspired to pick up an instrument or just to do something that they want to do. I think pushing people and inspiring and helping people would be at least my goal personally for this band.
Nice.
Right. I mean, just to add on to that, I mean, I think at the end of it, I hope to continue this band till death. I mean, it should be an ongoing ensemble project that should go on forever. I think it's just making the music we like to listen to and hopefully finding an audience who likes to listen to it as well. I think that's the goal 100% of the way. It hasn't changed at all. It won't falter, I don't think. And I think the one who has like the biggest goals in this band, I think, is Rogan over here.
And what are those, Rogan? Put the microphone to your...
I would say just musical success and artistic success. I really just strive to have sufficiency, maybe just solely relying on my like artistic abilities.
Yeah.
Because I guess I was someone personally who doesn't feel like they have many more strong attributes. So music is something I take seriously and feel I'm confident in doing well.
Nice. I like that.
Very nice. Cadaver, what about you? See, I didn't forget it. See? Okay.
I would have to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Along the lines of what this guy said. Musical success and hopefully grow pretty big fan base. You know.
Yeah. And what about you, sir?
Well, I want us to be the greatest band in the world.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything in my power to do that. So my
Yeah.
commitment level is 100%.
I think with the drive you guys have, that can be a possibility. And especially
You have
something
to outlast everyone.
something so different too.
Yeah.
How do you even begin to start to get there? Like is there a blueprint? I mean, is there a band that you kind of do like what do you call it, Gil? Like the model behavior, like how
Model
do you,
success.
model success. Like how do you guys even start to get there, right? Like what fuels you, or do you guys read books? Do you like what? Like explain to us how.
Well, I I really wish we knew, but as of right now, we're kind of doing monkey see, monkey do. So
Yeah.
with bands that we love, we kind of do what they've done. Obviously, using today's trends to our advantage, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that. Try to use it to our advantage. And like you said, books. We read books. Obviously, YouTube, the internet, Google things, all kinds of things. Does everything mixed together. We try to do what we can. Yeah.
It's really hard to like pick somebody to base your, follow their steps and to base your career off of, because everything is completely different.
Yeah, the
Circumstances were different.
TikTok, Instagram, social media has changed the game.
Right, a lot.
Mhm.
And it's,
The industry is not what it was even 5 years ago.
right. And even though we're in the generation of TikTok and all that shit, I mean, like, we still are pretty novice in understanding how to use it properly. The blueprints are still being made at how to use it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to look after 12-year-old streamers as our model because they're the ones making millions. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the more you learn about it, then it changes,
Yeah.
right?
It's all about accessibility. I
Yeah.
think you just have to be as accessible as possible. I think
Right.
that's the way to go nowadays in today's climate.
Right. I wonder if there's going to be another app like TikTok.
Well, we never saw that coming, did we?
No.
No, I didn't. Did you?
No.
It's a
I mean, did we
friggin'
think anything was going to come after Vine?
Oh, that's
Wild
true.
West for apps.
Dude, Vine was, I think about Vine all the time.
It's almost like they're testing you. Let's see how low their threshold for focus and attention is.
Right, it's pretty fucking low.
Yeah, it's going to get smaller and smaller.
5 seconds was too short. Maybe we got to pull it up to 30 again.
TikTok fucking fried my brain.
Yeah.
Like my
It rewires
attention.
your brain. The more you do it,
Yeah, my
it
my
becomes a habit.
attention span is like
Yeah.
I can't hold it
No.
because when you're on TikTok, you get to see so many things in
And
such a
what do you
short
think
amount
it's doing
of time.
to a 3-year-old who has his
Yeah,
mom's phone all day?
absolutely.
That is crazy.
And
Sad.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. I miss Vine, though.
But there's a
Vine was
flip
cool.
side to that too. I mean, it's made so many people who normally wouldn't get a chance at stardom. I guess they're given that chance now because, like I said, it's just a wild west out there. It's anyone's game now.
Yeah,
It's anyone's
Yeah.
game.
yeah.
I guess for the music industry, it kind of changed the music
Oh,
industry,
yeah,
too.
without a doubt.
Yeah, just
Now-
like you were
now the
saying.
industry is looking at the streets and they're looking for what's hip in a different way than they used to. There's no more really like
Yeah.
agents looking out. There's no scouts really.
Right.
They come to you. They expect you to have the full package already.
Yeah. They didn't change the dial. They said, what social media did was they didn't change the dial. They said, fuck the dial. And they made a completely new one and went by their own rules. That's what social media did, especially for the entertainment industry
It leveled the
in
playing
general.
field.
Exactly. It really did.
Yeah.
For like a moment.
No, I think
Because now that
it's
people
still-
have capitalized on it now.
True.
Now everyone has the answers to social media, know how to run it. Now nobody knows how to use it now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. Yeah, because when
That's a good point.
when I first came out in the pandemic, it was like not anybody, but it was kind of like a lottery system. Like it was like you didn't know what video was gonna go viral and what video was gonna pick up. And now there's like some
Yeah.
kind of formula that they're formatting in like post 3 times a day, do this, do that. It has to come in through your feed, and then it's just I totally get
Weren't you looking up how a TikToker makes their money on TikTok and how weird it was? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What
yeah,
was it?
It was it there's been a few videos that have been like circulating that people are doing like finance transparency, they're calling it. And so these TikTokers are being transparent on like how much money they're making a month off of their TikTok. And then one of the girls was explaining like even though you get 1 million views or 20 million views, if someone goes and like searches your video, like, so like, let's say like this one, right? We put it on and it goes viral, and then people are like, oh, did you hear about, that video? And then you go and you search it. Those searched videos, even though they watched it, you can't monetize on those. So you can only monetize on videos that come up in your feed organically. Like things like that, So now they're putting a lot of like like things on monetizing, and I think it's because so many people have been monetizing that now they're like, holy. They're
like, oh damn, we're losing money.
Yeah.
Let's put some rules now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder whether or not you'll someone like us, someone in the in the scraps of everyday life, will ever get the advantage to understand how to use it properly and to beat that sort of like I wouldn't say capitalistic approach, but like the just unbeatable game that's being played on it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I feel like there's something new that's gonna come. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird.
Like an ebb and flow, right?
Yeah, I feel like something's gonna change.
There's no counterculture right now.
Yeah,
everyone's kind of I don't know, crazy.
Do you guys think like kind of going back on what you were saying, like there's not really like agents anymore, right? Like really scouting you like at a bar or anything like that. Like they come to you and they want.
The problem is that I think society's kind of musiced out.
Yeah,
we've kind of had too much music. I think we're starting to get into. Who would have thought our grandmas would be into politics? Like that is unheard of, right? Like now because of social media, we can kind of choose what we want to get into. We can't be told. Music isn't pushed onto you anymore. You can kind of decide whether you want to. That's what genres are kind of so. Like Spotify has made it to where like you can have your own radio. You can pick a playlist. There's no real like BBC. There's no it's not there anymore. It's so different now.
Right, and there's actually. Like there's too much at that point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're so musiced out in so many different ways. Like, yeah.
There's so many genres, like you were saying before. Like there's so many genres, it's hard to even keep track of what is what.
From the musical standpoint, the production of today, it's very dry, and there's a standard now that producers kind of have to live up to because of compression and stuff and loudness, and it's making the quality sonically of music very dry and almost. It's not what it was in the 70s and the 60s, It's starting to get a little more too rigid, and it's just, the music suffers and the artists suffer. Yeah. Because everything sounds the same.
That's true. So with that, like how another point that you made was like now, they want you to have the full package, right? So here's my question. Because things are accessible, like recording, right? Like now you can record your own albums and you can, clean it up, everything, make it sound good, put it out onto Spotify. You can record your own videos. You can pretty much self-produce your entire production, right? Do you think that in a way it's good that you can self-produce, or do you think that it's also it takes away from you guys musically just to be able to play music? Like, because I can only imagine everything that entails, like the artwork, putting together the music, writing the music, putting your guys' things out on social media, booking yourself for sure. Like, it's just a never ending thing of things that you have to do. Do you think that it's like good that you guys are pretty much your own managers, or is it something that like it's kind of hard?
I think there's pros and cons to it. I think what you were saying before, like how there's no agents or like managers, because I mean, to be honest, you can almost do it yourself, figure it out the way and do it yourself. You don't need them.
Yeah, you don't need as big as a team as you used to. I think with 2 or 3 good people behind you and they're committed to what you're doing, you can get a lot done.
Right, and that's the pro of it. But the con of it would be like all the time you would have to make music and have somebody else represent you is gone now because you're doing all your work from the ground up, from scratch.
I've seen certain hip-hop artists, they have maybe 1 or 2 managers at the most. And maybe like friends helping them out with whatever they can. It's not even strict as to what your role is. You have your blunt roller, you got your water guy, and then you got your manager. So
I need a blunt roller in the studio. So if anybody's looking for a job, email me.
Darby would be good at that.
Darby will be he's good at everything. So where and how did you guys record this out? Is this your guys' first album? Do you have singles out?
Third.
It's your third.
Technically.
The
first ever piece of music that we released is called Tolton Lady, which is basically just a bunch of ambient songs. So no vocals, no drums, guitar. It's just synth. Yeah,
Whoa.
so something you'd put on just to go somewhere else, basically.
And where can I find that?
That's on Spotify, YouTube,
Apple Music.
Yeah.
What is it called?
It's called Tonrede.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got that.
Yeah.
And that
Okay.
one's a Tonrede.
Yeah.
But then we released.
What letter does it start with
T.
on Spotify? Oh, T. Okay.
His face in front of like a bush.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And you said it has like synth noises.
Oh yeah, it's a very
That's an-
atmospheric sort of
Wow.
ambient sort of album.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was thrown out during the pandemic, so
Yeah.
the time we had, and then also we finished that one, right?
Well, then we have our self-title, which we did at home by ourselves.
Oh, that's right.
Just us.
Right.
And then we released that one, also just us at home. And then hopefully with this next one, we're working with somebody to make it sound a lot better than our past products.
At home.
At home.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I mean, just to piggyback on what Amber said about the album artwork, getting somebody to do your album artwork, producing your music, writing your music, performing, recording it. It takes a lot, and I don't think that a lot of people really understand that unless they're musicians or artists themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And
well, let me ask you, since you brought that up, like the second time you brought that up,
yeah.
do you think that kind of puts a damper on how people see typical modern musicians today? Do you think it like makes them brush them off as if they don't really give a shit?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, because you've brought up how like there's so much effort that goes involved, people wouldn't really understand it. You think maybe that puts like they don't really care enough to hear you out as a musician because they don't know what goes into it?
No, I think, kinda. I don't know. Like, maybe if I didn't do a podcast, right, and I didn't interview musicians, if I like the music, then I would invest in my time in the music, no matter what genre it is, because I listen to different types of music.
Right, right.
I think if I do like it and I like the musicians as people, or even it's not even just musicians in general, right? Amber and I were at a conference with chefs. Amber and I are not chefs. We're in the food business, but we're not chefs.
Sure.
Self-proclaimed.
Amber's a self-proclaimed chef. So there was a panel, right? And two of the panel members were our friends, and there was two chefs on the other side of our friends. And there was one which was a very interesting guy, and the other was he was interesting too, but not as interesting as the guy in the middle. I solely wanted to go to his restaurant because his personality and the way he was giving stories and telling stories was amazing. They were great. And I think if you really see a musician or talk to a musician and you really like their attitude and the personality, you're going to go listen to the music.
Right.
So I think just personality has a lot to do with it.
And I hope that our band has enough of it to go around.
Yeah. And like you could say the same thing for like live shows. If you go to a live show and see a band that you really like, you see a good performance, maybe the singer saying something that you like, and like that drives you to dive more into that band. Like, oh, what kind of music do they have? Okay, are they selling merch? Like, it makes you more invested in it. But yeah, no,
Everything okay over there?
Yeah, he's gotta go take a shit.
Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were taking a shit, dude.
All right.
Oh no, I gotta leave.
Okay, dude.
Oh, you gotta get out of here?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry.
Okay. Should we end it now?
Yeah,
What do you think?
We're an hour.
Yeah.
We're an hour.
Sure, yeah, if you want. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cool.
We're just all fucking leaving?
No, don't leave yet.
Hold on. Wait. This is getting crazy.
Hit the stage. We have no idea what it means to be on a podcast.
That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Haydel Brüder. Tell us where we can find you and what you guys have coming up, please.
So on Instagram, you can follow us at Haydel Brüder. On YouTube and iTunes and Apple Music, all at Haydel Brüder, HaydelBruder. And we have a gig in March 9th. We're in Riverside at some Orange Street House. And then March 29th, we're at the Dole Hut in Fullerton and or Anaheim. We have the flyers somewhere up there. Follow us on TikTok. We got a great TikTok. And that's it, man. Follow us. Do the thing. Give us a chance. Book us. That's all.
Woo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then let's go to, for the last couple of minutes, let's go to the chat. Remember, we do our podcast live. Jay the Loner is Knocked Loose Metalcore. Do you guys know that?
Isn't that a movie?
No,
Yeah, Footloose.
yeah, no. I would think so.
And then Bold as Lion says Jesus is King.
All right.
All right. I don't.
That works.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but let me get the door for this.
The bottom. Keep going, go. They got it.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. They okay?
Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck happened. I'm sure they're fine.
They're fine?
Yeah.
They shit their pants or something?
I don't know what the hell happened.
Lost someone else too. I don't know.
They're good? Did they drive together or?
No.
Drive together.
No?
Well, we're meeting.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have a quick meeting.
Just step off.
That was cool. That's a first.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
Damn.
I don't know if that's a good
Talk
thing.
about the chemistry.
So how's the dynamic in here?
No, it flows really well.
They leave.
Yeah.
No, we're just kidding. The rise and fall.
Podcast.